Don't worry, pal. I'm gonna get you fed.
You hang on to him. I'll fix his bottle.
She's gonna take care of that. Don't worry.
You've got enough in here to feed him for a month.
Oh, well, we want to be prepared. Didn't we, little guy?
You know, you keep calling him pal and little guy. Isn't it about time you give him a real name?
Yeah, I guess I've been putting that off. Hey, you know, it is a big decision, something he's gonna have to live with for the rest of his life. So what do we call you, kid? Huh? You're nursing the baby.
What else could I do? I mean, poor little thing was so hungry, and I didn't know how much formula to give him, and so here we are.
You okay? What's wrong?
Nothing.
What are you doing here?
I came here with Teresa. Gwen's evidentiary hearing is going on right now.
You're not okay, are you? That baby crying, does that remind you that you dumped our son into the adoption system and now Chad has him?
I'm sorry, I gotta go.
No, you really don't have to go. You can't run forever, Whitney. Eventually, you're gonna have to tell me the truth. Now, I saw the love that you have for our son when you were nursing him, but then you just ran off into the night? And hearing that baby cry right now is enough to tear you apart, isn't it? Why don't you just level with me? Just level with me. Tell me the truth. Why did you really give our son away?
Repeat your motion for the court stenographer, please.
Yes, Your Honor. I respectfully move that all charges against Gwen Winthrop be dropped. The case is dismissed, and that full custody of the infant Jane Winthrop be granted solely to myself and Mrs. Winthrop. I think you'll find that Miss Lopez Fitzgerald's history with our child is most illuminating.
Ethan, you can't do this.
Silence, Ms. Lopez Fitzgerald.
Given the new medical evidence, supported by the expert testimony of Dr. Eve Russell, I have more than sufficiently proved to this court that Gwen Winthrop's attack on the plaintiff was a result of a drug interaction. She therefore cannot be held responsible for her actions.
Mama, the judge can't drop the charges against Gwen or take my child away from me, right? This is crazy.
Do you think the judge will buy it and rule in Gwen's favor? Well, she's not on the Crane payroll, so I don't know.
Would the district attorney and defense counsel please approach? You surprised me, Mr. Winthrop. This was to be a simple evidentiary hearing on the charges against your wife, and now you've added child custody to the mix. Normally, I'd hear these items separately, but as the two cases are so closely linked, I'll go along with you.
Your Honor, I object.
Objection overruled. Today, I'll decide whether the case against Gwen Winthrop is to proceed. And I'll also grant temporary custody of the infant Jane Winthrop to one of her parents.
Oh, my son Marty's gonna love these. He's just about the right age to go bonkers over balloons. Tie him around his wrist so they don't escape. You bet I will. His daddy's on his way home with him right now. I have the whole place decorated as a surprise. Oh, is it his birthday? Oh, better. Today is the start of his new life with me. I can't wait to just take him in my arms and tell him how much I love him. Once I have my son back, I'm gonna hold him so tight, I'm never gonna let him go. I'm so ashamed, Luis. I don't even know where to start. I've done something truly terrible to you and to Sheridan.
So she was right about everything?
I feel awful. I can't bear to keep this secret any longer.
Boy, I wish you had waited till I went on the lam, Bethy.
Sheridan was absolutely right. I'm not the person you think I am. I have to come forward because My conscience won't let me live with this guilt any longer. I have to confess. I have to tell you everything. Every last horrific detail.
The hunk better brace himself. We could be here all day.
I would hold the hand of the one who could lead me places and kiss the lips of the one who could sing so sweet. And I would fly on the wings of the bird I knew could take me highest. Breathe in, breathe out. You keep me alive. You are the fire burning inside of me. You are my passion for life.
Stay close to the courtroom, everyone. I'll rule on both cases shortly. Court is in recess.
All rise.
Honey, thank you. Thank you so much.
It's all right.
I should really be ashamed of myself. You know, I thought you weren't gonna show up, and here you are. You're fighting tooth and nail to defend me and to crush Teresa.
It's okay. I just hope the judge understands that you didn't attack Teresa with premeditation. That anti-anxiety drug, it interacted with the other medication you were on. Clouded your mind.
The judge has to revoke Gwen's bail and send her to prison. Because I don't buy this whole drug thing for 1 second. She knew exactly what she was doing when she tried to kill me, and now she wants to take my child away from me. Now you tell me that Ethan is not gonna win.
I honestly don't know. He presented some powerful and well-supported persuasive evidence.
That is not what you said to the judge.
Because I'm trying to win. Mr. Winthrop surprised me with all those other precedents in Dr. Russell's testimony.
What she said should be thrown out of the court. She's a former drug addict. She's about to be tried for triple attempted murder.
Teresa, por favor. She's a good friend.
Not today, she is not.
Dr. Russell is a well-respected expert physician. I'm sorry, but they've got some good evidence on their side,
No,
Teresa.
I'm not gonna accept this. Did that sedative make Gwen attack me the night she stabbed me in the hospital twice with a scalpel? Or how about the night that she kidnapped my child? Or what about the night I went to rescue Jane? Did the sedative make her attack me all 3 times?
Teresa, por favor.
No.
Tu mal temperamento no
Mama,
sirve.
you even know that she knew exactly what she was doing. Gwen hates me, and she would do anything to get rid of me, anything, and now the judge needs to hear that.
She's already heard both sides.
She hasn't heard the truth, and I'm gonna tell her right now. Hello, Mother.
Sheridan, darling.
I heard you were back in town. I tried calling you on your cell phone. I left you several messages. Why didn't you call me back?
I'm sorry. I wanted to, more than you could possibly know.
Well, then why didn't you? And I thought I could at least count on you for common courtesy.
I didn't return your phone calls because I wanted to stay away. Louise hates me. I don't want to come between you and the man you love.
Nothing can ever come between us. So much has happened since you left. I mean, even this morning, Beth called and she asked Louise to come over to her house so that she could confess all of her crimes. I have been right all along. Marty is my son.
Oh my God, are you serious?
Yes. Louise is over there right now. As soon as Beth goes to jail, he'll be bringing Marty home to us.
Oh my God, if that's true, Sheridan, I just, it's made me so happy.
That's why I got these. We're gonna celebrate. I have the whole house decorated for his homecoming. So you see, you don't have to worry, Mother. Louise and I have our son back. We're gonna be a family. Life is gonna be perfect. Nothing will ever come between us again, not ever. I have so much to confess, Louise. I don't know where to begin.
How about the beginning?
Like when you dressed up as Bozo the Clown, and kidnapped Sheridan.
It's just so hard. I feel so ashamed.
Just tell me, Beth.
When you and Sheridan saw me at the Blue Note, Sheridan was right. I wasn't alone.
I was with Alistair Crane.
God.
I made a deal with him.
What kind of deal?
He came on to me, Luis. He wanted to get me into bed, and I tried to laugh it off, you know, and keep him at bay. But he's the owner of the Book Cafe. He's my landlord. I couldn't risk losing my business. Mother warned me to be careful, but I thought I could handle him.
Blackmail. You knew what he wanted?
No, Luis, don't blame Mother. She's just a naive, gentle soul.
What happened?
I was in way over my head. Alistair didn't want to just get me into bed. He wanted my help to do something terrible.
What?
He wanted me to help him break apart you and Sheridan. He offered me a check for thousands and thousands of dollars. I took it. I took the check. I made a deal with the devil to destroy you and Sheridan.
Whoa. Oh, was that you? Man, maybe we should call him the Birdmaster.
Yeah, I don't think so. You gotta call him something.
Yeah, I know. It's just...
What?
Well, I wanted to get Whitney's input, you know, before I made a choice. She is Junior's mother, you know?
Well, she did give him up for adoption.
No, I know, but no matter what Whitney says, I also know that she still loves him. And one of these days, she's gonna realize that she wants to be a part of her son's life. That's why I wanted to help pick the name. I want to keep her involved as much as possible. You done with the bottle now? Look, I'm gonna go get him cleaned up, okay? Shh.
Do you want Whitney in the baby's life, Chad? Or yours?
So the truth is gonna come out eventually, right? So why don't you just get it over with and tell me the real story?
Look, Fox, I have told you. I've told you over and over again. I don't want to be
A single mother. Yes,
Right.
I know, and I've told you over and over again that I want to know the real story.
Look, Fox, I don't know what to tell you.
Do you know where I've just been? Do you have any idea? I just met with a judge to try to figure out how to get my son back from Chad.
No, Fox, don't do that.
Yeah, did you think that I wouldn't bother? Is that what you thought? I'm gonna do whatever it takes to get my son back, but you just turn your head and run away. I don't get it, Whitney. I'm at a complete loss here. Now, I think at the very least you owe me, at the very least, the truth. Tell me why you gave my son away.
I'm sorry. All I can tell you is that I'm sorry.
You're sorry.
Yeah. I know if I can talk to the judge one-on-one, I can get her to understand.
Look, I've already presented your case. If you interrupt the judge now, you'll simply turn her against you.
Well, that's not fair. You know, you're not going to get away with this. This is just another example of the rich using their power and influence to get what they want. Well, duh. That's one of the perks. Oh, I wish Judge Riley were trying this
Rebecca,
case.
quiet.
And you, Ethan. How could you come to Gwen's defense and lie like that? You know perfectly well she wanted to kill me. And now you're trying to take my child from me, too? The child that she kidnapped? We're lucky she didn't kill her.
I'll leave the baby killing to you, Teresa.
Gwen, no. I can handle this. Just give me a moment alone with her, all right?
Why? She's just gonna try and twist you around her finger.
Honey, let her try. I've got to try to get through to her. No matter what this judge decides, I'm serious. This war between you two, it's over. If this judge decides in our favor, she's gonna come up with some nutty plan to strike back. I have to convince her not to do it and to let it go.
Good luck.
Let's talk
About what?
about our future.
You know, in the future, you have to nip these little tete-a-tetes in the bud.
How can you stab me in the back like this? Gwen might go free, and now you're trying to take Jane away from me. This is a nightmare, Ethan.
Teresa, it's a nightmare. Yeah, it's a nightmare that you could have prevented. You insisted on pressing these charges against Gwen, charges that I had convinced my father to drop. I begged you to stop, and you wouldn't. You had to get revenge.
This isn't about revenge, Ethan. This is about you and me. This is about us and little Ethan and Jane, a family, even the way it should be.
Never stop.
Because I love you, Ethan. I love you, and I know you love me.
You are my passion for life.
No, God, are you insane, Teresa?
You love me, Ethan. You know you do.
No. Listen to me. Maybe we had something once. No more. I'm married to Gwen. That woman in there that you want to put behind bars for the rest of her life, I've committed my life to her. She's my wife.
Ethan, you only...
Teresa, I am married to her. I am not going to leave her no matter what. There's no chance for us anymore. Not now, not ever.
God, no matter where I go, my secret follows me. He is a beautiful little baby. And it looks like Chad has Valerie to help him. Maybe that's a good thing.
Whitney! Who's that? So glad to see you.
Really?
Yeah.
Hi, Whitney. We just thought the baby could use some fresh air.
I was gonna call you. We need to make a decision.
A decision?
Yeah, the baby needs a name. And I want you to help him pick it.
Me? Oh, no. I
Oh, come on. Look at him.
Chad.
Whitney. Look at him. You know, it's a good thing he takes after you. Tell you what.
He is a fine-looking baby.
Oh, look at him, Whitney. Look real close. Study that face. What do you think? What name fits that face?
If what you say about Marty is true, it just makes me so happy.
You know, he's your grandson.
Yes, he must be. I'm just glad, Sheridan, that you and Louise are doing well. You two are meant for each other. I don't want anything to come between the two of you, especially me.
Nothing ever will. How can it? We have our son back. And how are you? I mean, have you been able to reconcile things with Martin? I know that he was as upset as I was after you ran away.
No, I'm trying to avoid him. He needs to rebuild his life with Pilar and his children. Maybe, who knows, maybe one day Luis will love him as much as I do.
You really love that man, don't you?
Yes, I do. But now's the time for him to rejoin the life that he gave up for me. That's where he belongs, Sheridan.
I just wish Luis could see what a marvelous woman you are.
Luis is never going to change how he feels about me. But I understand that. He has very good reason to hate me. But because I love you so much, Sheridan, because I know he's the right man for you, you need to know I am going to keep my distance from you. And Martin.
But you're cutting yourself off from two people that you love. Two people that love you so much.
Oh. That's all I need to hear. That's enough for me. To know that my daughter loves me. To know that she's happy with the man that loves her. I don't know, it just proves to me that everything I've done is right. Oh, my darling.
I'm just so ashamed. I took money from Alistair, the devil himself, to break up you and Sheridan. I should be punished.
Shot out of a cannon, maybe?
I mean, I was so angry at Sheridan. You know, we used to be friends. And I know she's been almost suicidally depressed, but she started making all those wild accusations about Marty and me, and I'm just struggling to make ends meet. I'm a single working mother, taking care of an elderly parent, okay? So I took the check. I promised to help Alistair.
Stop beating around the bush and sending the clowns.
I'm just appalled at myself. Louise, please forgive me. This is my confession.
Honey, haven't you left something out?
Is that all you've done?
What?
Did you just take the check from Alistair, or did you help him hurt me and Sheridan?
No.
Beth, were you working for Alistair? No more lies. I want the truth.
Do you get it? We're over. For once and for all. Teresa, I don't want to hurt you.
Then why don't you just stop this whole nonsense about Jane? The judge will not take her away from me, Ethan. She will not take her away from her own mother.
Teresa, I'm going to let her decide that. But whatever happens in there, make no mistake, I'm deadly serious about this whole mess between the three of us resolving itself. Are we clear on that?
Yeah, we're clear.
Good. I'm glad we got it straight.
I just have one more question, Ethan. It's a legal question.
What?
If a burglar steals something from someone and keeps it, does it eventually belong to the burglar?
No, Teresa, of course not. It's stolen property, belongs to the original owner. Why?
That's my point. Morally, emotionally, and now even legally, you belong to me. Gwen stole you from me, Ethan, but you still belong to me, and you know that.
What is it gonna take? What is it gonna take to get through to you? If we're gonna find any kind of happiness, Teresa, you have to let me go. That judge in there is gonna change all of our lives any minute.
Actually, she's ready now. Judge has, she's reached her decision.
So, come on, Whitney. Any ideas for names for your baby?
He's not my baby anymore, Chad.
We'll argue about that later, okay? Names.
Well, it's okay. I don't know. Well, what do you think?
Well, I have some ideas. You know, I want to name after someone important. You know, a brother, someone I admire. I want my son to have a name he can live up to.
Well, you know, we talked about this once before. Don't you remember?
We did.
Sure. I mean, you said whenever you had a son, you knew exactly what you would name him.
Yeah. Miles Davis.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the name I always wanted.
Anyway, it's your decision. I mean, it's totally on you.
And that's it. You hear that, little guy? Now, you don't have to play the trumpet unless you want to, okay? From now on, you're gonna be known as Miles Davis Harris. What do you think?
What the hell's going on here?
Oh, darling. I'm just so glad you're in Louise's hands. Darling, you be happy.
No worries, Mother. I'm gonna be happy forever.
Oh, no! Oh, you'll just have to go back and get some more for Marty.
I can't. I don't have any time. Louise is gonna be home soon with Marty, and I want to be there for the surprise.
Oh.
Hey, why don't you come with me? It'll be a real family reunion.
Oh, no, thank you, Sheridan, but no, this is a private moment for you and Louise and Marty.
Okay, then. Please be happy for me.
Darling, I'm so happy for you. I love you.
you.
You know, this isn't goodbye, Mother. I'll call you.
Of course.
Lies? Louise, I don't lie.
After everything that Sheridan and I have been through, I just need the truth. Have you been working with Alistair? You have anything more to confess?
Oh, spill those beans, girly girl. Wipe those sins from your blackened soul.
No. I've never helped Alistair do anything, I swear.
Like father, like daughter, she's lying through her teeth, making herself out to be the victim.
I mean, I took the check, but I couldn't go through with it. I can never hurt you or Sheridan. Do you really think that I could harm the father of my son or the woman that he adores? No, it's just that Alistair scares me. That's why I called you. I'm afraid of what Alistair will do to me when he finds out that I can't go through with it.
Why isn't this girl on the stage?
Louise, help me, please. Alistair will come after me if he finds out that I've disobeyed him. Alistair Crane is the father of darkness. Save me, Louise, please save me. That's my confession. Louise, I was weak. I need your strength now. I'm scared of Alistair. Would you please help me?
Of course I'll help you.
Thank you. So you don't hate me for taking Alistair's check?
No. You're just the latest victim on a long list. And Alistair's a pig. He tried to take advantage of you. It's a good thing you have morals. Now look, I will do everything that I can to protect you from that devil. Look, I have to admit, we already knew that you and your mother were with Alistair at the mansion last night.
You did?
Yeah. But you didn't have to tell me, and you did, and it says a lot about you.
I'll say.
Well, is this cozy?
Yo, just back off a second, all right? We just named the baby.
Chad named the baby Miles after Miles Davis.
Really?
But Whitney helped.
Oh, great. So you just go ahead and name my son without me? You don't ask me, you just name my son?
My son, Fox. Get that through your thick head,
Please
okay?
don't
You know, we'll
argue.
see about that.
It's not good for the baby.
Not good for the
Please.
baby? Is that right? What do you care about a baby you gave away in the first place, huh? You know what? I've had it with both of you. Oh, for now.
Well, that went well.
Look, I should be going.
No, Whitney, you don't have to.
Yeah. Yeah, I do.
That was your mommy, Miles. Yeah, she loves you very, very much. She's gonna be with us soon. Someday real soon.
I've reviewed the evidence and motions in these cases and have reached decisions for both. Would Mr. and Mrs. Winthrop and the district attorney please rise? First, as to the charges of attempted murder and kidnapping against Gwen Winthrop, I note Mrs. Winthrop has an impeccable background and has never been charged with violent criminal behavior in the past. Due to the medical precedents supplied by Mr. Winthrop, and also due to the defense's strong testimony by Dr. Eve Russell, I agree that she acted out of character due to the interaction of the sedative shot with the prescription drugs she was already taking. Therefore, all charges against Mrs. Winthrop are dropped and the case is dismissed.
They won, Mama. Ethan beat me. No, he did this to me.
You have had a big day, Miles. You got a new name, and you got to watch your daddy put together a deal that's gonna open up big doors for him.
Oh, from your lips. I've worked awfully hard.
And you did an amazing job. It'll pay off big time. Alistair's wanted this merger forever, and both companies managed to fight him off. No one's been able to figure out how to do it until you came along. And best of all, there won't be any plants closing, and the Cranes will make a huge profit. When Alistair finds out what you've done, you're gonna get a huge promotion.
We'll give all the credit to Miles here. He's my inspiration. I want my son to be proud of me.
So then let's get back to the office and nail this deal.
Chad. Is the jerk still gone?
The hell is all this?
This must be that project Chad's been working so hard on. Oh, no. No, this is gonna make Grandfather way too happy. Well, you may have stolen my son, Chad, but I'll be damned if you're gonna steal my job.
I'm a little genius, yes I am. No one will catch me.
Oh, you should be ashamed of yourself. Lies just flow from those lips like melted butter.
You know what, Mother? You should be thanking me. A minute ago, you were ready to go on the lam. Because of me, we get to stay here.
I should have known that you wouldn't tell Louise the truth.
Of course, I'm not gonna tell him the truth. I just know that Eve saw us at the mansion, so I wanted to, you know, come clean. And I played on Louise's blind hatred of Alistair to make me look like the victim. Oh, Louise, Alistair tried to make me break up you and Sheridan. You gotta admit, I'm good, huh?
At lying?
Well, now Louise will side with me against Alistair, which will drive another wedge between him and Sheridan.
Angels! Please, Lord, send the angels in. Maybe they can knock some sense into this kidnapper, huh?
Don't you mean Mother? See, even though Sheridan believes that Marty is her son, Louise believes the DNA results. Thank God no one knows that Alistair is my father, or they would figure out why the DNA test proved that Marty is my son. Oh, it won't be long until my half-sister Sheridan and Louise are finished, and then Louise will come and be with me and Marty forever. Hey, where's Marty? Where's my boy?
He's at Beth's.
Wait, I thought you said you were gonna bring him home once you got Beth to confess. Why didn't you bring him home?
Listen, Sheridan, Beth didn't confess to kidnapping Marty. She said the horrible thing that she had to tell us was that your father paid her to try and break us up.
So that's why she kidnapped me and stole my child?
Sheridan, she said that she hasn't done a thing to come between us. She is not working for Alistair, and he only approached her last night at the club and then later at the mansion.
Oh, and that's why you believed her?
Yes. Look, Beth didn't know that we knew that she was at the mansion, okay? She confessed on her own. She feels totally ashamed about it.
Louise, don't you get it? She is lying. All right, she must know that Eve saw her at the mansion with my father, and that's why she gave you this line to throw you off. They're in cahoots together. I know that she kidnapped me and stole my child.
Sheridan, please. She said that she has not done anything to come between us, okay? She is not working for your father. She is totally afraid of him, and she has no intentions whatsoever of helping him.
Good God, Luis. Beth can give you the stupidest lie or excuse, and you fall for it hook, line, and sinker. Whereas I try to give you the simple truth that Marty is my child, and you won't believe me. Why do you believe Beth over me every time? Why? This isn't right. The judge can't drop the charges against Gwen. She almost killed me.
Keep your voice down.
He's right, Teresa. The judge still hasn't ruled on Jane's custody.
Well, she's not going to take my daughter away from me, Mama. She may have dropped the charges against Gwen, but she has to know that Gwen is crazy. She's not going to take her away from me. I'm her mother.
One down, one to go. We're one step closer to destroying La Tartita.
As to the matter of custody for the infant Jane Winthrop, I've reached a decision based on what I feel is best for the child. These documents are very revealing, Mr. Winthrop. Frankly, madam, the story of how this child came into the world disturbs me. You drugged the Winthrop surrogate mother, took her place, and stole their fertilized eggs.
But Jane isn't their child, Your Honor. She's mine biologically.
Silence! Yes, the child is yours biologically, but the way in which you managed to get impregnated by Mr. Winthrop doesn't bear scrutiny. Your behavior unnerves me, Ms. Lopez Fitzgerald. Even in my own courtroom, you've erupted in emotional outbursts and personal attacks against both Mr. and Mrs. Winthrop. I can't, in good conscience, ignore this new information. After a trial period, I'll revisit the situation to make a decision on permanent custody, but for the moment, I believe the safest and most stable environment for the child is with her biological father and stepmother. I award temporary custody of baby Jane Winthrop to Mr. and Mrs. Winthrop, effective immediately.
We did it, honey, we did it.
That's why she's so hell-bent on destroying herself. She knows it's killing me.
No one is better for Jane than me. You will never get my daughter. Do you hear me, Gwen? Ever.
Love is going to be destroyed for eternity.